Hello and welcome to another Simple Trading Ideas trading tutorial. In this Simple Trading Ideas trading tutorial, we're going to cover 6 basic mistakes made by beginning traders. These are mistakes that many of us go through when we first start out because we simply do not know any better. So I feel by sharing these particular mistakes with you, you'll have an opportunity to learn from them and hopefully sidestep them on your way to successful trading. Now, the first one of these is one that oftentimes many beginning traders just don't get, and that's trading without adequate capital. That's a big mistake. Sort of like you're planning a cross-country trip in your vehicle and you basically just put in 1 gallon of gasoline. That doesn't really make sense, does it? Not for a cross-country trip. Getting by with the minimum. When people are involved in trading, trying to get by with the minimum, that's basically saying that there won't be any rough patches along the way, and I don't need to have a buffer or a contingency plan. And in trading, nothing could be further from the truth. What dictates your amount of capital needed is your trading plan and the trading system and strategies within your plan. Now, the next one, I'm going to sound like a broken record. I already know this, as I often do, and that's trading without a plan. Again, your plan is your roadmap. It helps you to see if you're on track. It helps to keep you on track, and it's very important. Again, with any successful endeavor, business or otherwise, if you fail to plan, then you plan to fail. Trading without a plan is a no-no. It's a gigantic no-no. And the only people who will trade without a plan are those who don't realize the value of a plan. Now, this may be someone who was successful in another business and believe that simply because they have lots of success in that business that trading is going to be the same thing. And trading is different than a lot of other businesses, that is for sure. So let's move on to our next common beginner's mistake. And this one is a doozy. Lacking patience. Rome was not built in a day, and neither shall your trading fortunes be. Basically, if you lack patience, you will lack profits, because the market does not care about your particular need for money. In fact, if you have an immediate need for money, my suggestion is don't trade to make money, because you have to have patience and you have to let the market move in its own time. This is nothing that you can force or anything else. There's nothing you can do about that, even if you're trading in the short term. So being patient, letting the market come to you, and letting the market go through its moves, and having your equity fluctuate is a hallmark of a successful trader. Inability to be wrong. I have been so guilty of this in the past. Now I embrace my ability to be wrong, because we should all embrace it, because it's going to happen. So this is all part of life and part of trading. Regardless of how wonderful your particular trading system happens to be, what is going to happen is there are going to be periods of time when it is not in sync with the market. Okay, it's really that simple. If you have a long-term system and it's a trend following system and the market's moving sideways, then you can probably expect to get chopped around a lot. Okay, so yeah, you're going to have some trades in there that are going to be losses. That's all part of it. As long as the sum total of your winners is greater than the sum total of your losers, then you're going to be able to grow equity. Okay, here's something else that's important. Not controlling risk. Ouch. Who would ever think of not controlling risk? It's sort of like you want to know your risk. It's not sort of like that. You need to know your risk ahead of time. Okay, So say there's a contest like on the reality shows where they drop you and 9 other people, a total of 10 of you on this, deserted island, and if you can stay there for 30 days and survive, then you get $1 million. You win $1 million prize. It's televised and everything. Now, what if they told you ahead of time that there's a 99.9% chance that everybody on the island is going to be killed? You might think differently about that $1 million that you're not going to be able to spend. Control your risk and know it ahead of time before taking action. Another one for beginning traders is not doing your homework. Why in the world would anyone venture into trading? I should have asked myself this same question before I started making the many mistakes that I made, without analyzing the markets, or without even knowing how to analyze the market. Okay, so oftentimes we get involved, and many of us may buy some pre-packaged type of trading strategy or system, and I believe a lot of people start off that way, or start with a signal service or what have you, and all of those vary in their degrees of sophistication, and what's even more important, in their ability to actually generate income into your trading account in real time. So if they're not generating money in your trading account in real time, that they don't really count. I got off track just a shade there, but again, so by doing your homework, you avoid buying a system that doesn't work. We have to all do our due diligence. Buying a signal service that doesn't work. Buying a trading course that doesn't work. Okay, so you want to do your homework, and you want to be able to discover these things on your own rather than taking someone's word for it. So just doing your homework puts you head and shoulders above many people who would start off trading, and that is infinitely important. So these are a group of 6 basic common mistakes made by beginning traders. Again, I can't stand up on a soapbox or be in an ivory tower and say I've never made any of these. I've made all of these mistakes, every last one of them, and a whole list of a bunch of other ones, again, that we don't even have time to discuss. Okay, so again, common mistakes that would be smart for you to avoid. Avoid trading without adequate capital. Avoid trading without a plan. Avoid not having patience in your trading. Avoid fighting trying to be wrong, because this will turn you into a perfectionist, and there is no perfect trading system. So if you're searching for something that's 99% correct, you'll be searching for a long time when you could actually be using another system and actually generating trading profits. Not controlling your risk. You don't control your risk, you don't control your reward. And not doing your homework. Listen, you can't graduate into the league of a successful trader without doing your homework. Okay, so again, 6 common mistakes made by beginning traders. Thank you for taking the time to join us for another Simple Trading Ideas trading tutorial. Please feel free to come to our website at www.simpletradingideas.com for more great trading information. Thank you, and have a phenomenal day.